Good morning. I'm just out for my morning walk, and I was thinking about this first lesson of A Course in Miracles. The idea of nothing I see means anything. And it's been phrased similarly in different cultures, in different spiritual paths. One of the most common ones is, saying that, our world is an illusion, right? That's another way of looking at nothing I see means anything. And, as I thought about this story of a Zen monk. And this monk was the master of his monastery. He had hundreds of students, and he had a child. And this, child unfortunately died unexpectedly. And the Zen master then, he was crying day in, day out. He was inconsolable. There's just nothing people could do to help him out. And finally, one of his students came up to him and said, Master, isn't it true? You said, the world is an illusion, And, obviously the student was meaning well because this is what they've been taught. And the master looked at the student and just said, yes, but the loss of a child is the greatest illusion of all. And it reminds me that we are human, that our illusions, our nothing I see me anything, any spiritual path we are studying and on, it's a human path. We are humans trying to embody, trying to learn, trying to experience, trying to come alive with our spirit, allow our spirit to come through us. So the question then is, what is this first lesson of A Course in Miracles, nothing I see means anything? And it's really this idea that we have given the meaning to everything we see. Even this Facebook Live, it has a certain meaning. When I show up, when I look around, when I see the sun, which is now blinding me, it has a certain meaning to me, what it gives me in my life. Similarly, the child to this master had a certain meaning. And it was in giving up that meaning that allows us to ultimately heal. And, this is kind of a counterintuitive in some ways, but really when we are trying to heal from a pain, from a loss, from something that is no longer missing in our life, what we're really doing is giving up our ideas about this object. So, we can take, for example, this child in the story with the Zen master, right? Well, suppose that child had been the exact same child, but wasn't his child, right? Suddenly, it has a different meaning to this Zen monk. He probably would not have been crying inconsolably, right? So the fact that it's the exact same person, exact same object that has some totally different meaning to someone else gives us a little bit of perspective on this idea of nothing I see means anything, because we give it that meaning ourselves. And that's one of the later lessons in A Course in Miracles. But at the heart of it, we have to choose what meaning we're going to give something. And, even something as simple as a glass, right? We pick it up, we drink from it, right? And when we do that, we have a meaning that this glass has for us. Maybe it's just a very plain, basic glass, right? And its meaning is that it holds our drink, whether it's coffee, water, whatever that happens to be. Maybe this glass has sentimental meaning. It was given to us from a great ancestor, and it really has a long history in our family. We've given it that meaning, right? Because if we give that mug to someone else, it absolutely means nothing to them. They could give it to Goodwill, they could throw it on the ground. It might even be better for them to smash in anger because it helps them, release whatever that is. So, this idea of nothing I see means anything, it's ultimately an opportunity to return to the present moment. Right? That's all A Course in Miracles is. If we oversimplify every single lesson in A Course in Miracles, it is returning to the present moment. And each lesson, each teaching, each chapter is an opportunity to do exactly that. So when we think about nothing I see means anything, this is that opportunity to return to the present moment. When you find yourself triggered, upset, angry, sad over the loss of something, over things not going the way you wanted them to, that is the opportunity to remember, nothing I see means anything. We have ideas about the future, right? those don't exist yet. The future doesn't exist. So any idea we have about it is still an illusion. It is still, nothing, as A Course in Miracles would say, because it's not here, right now. Thanks for joining me on this walk, and I wish you a wonderful day.